Just before we start, I just wanted to mention one thing quickly. Helos & Co. and Sporting Club Helos are independent missions. They're both run solely by myself. So if you could like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, it would mean the world. Check out helosandco.com. And without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome back to Helos and Homies. I'm here with three very coveted guests, 3 of the 13 of the 92 world members. I'm here with SVNO, I'm here with Jazz, and I'm here with Chef. How are we, boys?
It's good.
Good.
As you all know, SVNO was on episode 43, I'm pretty sure.
Gun.
Did good views, eh?
Oh, really?
And the TikToks did really well. Like you're talking about, I think, X Factor.
Crazy.
Yeah. State of Origin, I released that clip the morning of State of Origin, so that did well as well. Man. And there was something else. But yeah, the X Factor one was funny because you're talking shit about, I think, Conan. Yeah. People liked it.
Ronan,
that's it.
That's when this guy, what was that website you were talking about?
Oh, Hinge.
The app.
It's been happening. Fuck. Since we last recorded, this is how busy they are, right? 7-0 himself released Hoodshine and Ball Talk. Jazz went to the USA. Who else went with you?
Look good.
Yeah. Then they released a bunch of merch in between as well. I think 2 different tees, hey. 2 different designs.
Yeah. We still need to get them off. So if you're watching, make sure, we'll link it, but cop it, please, and we can get them out to everyone.
Easy as. I'll cop one. Yeah, I'll cop one.
Yeah.
Are you going to have them there next Sunday?
No, we got to hit the pre-sale first.
Oh, yeah, true.
And then we can let them off.
Yeah. Backyard sessions, which I went to one of them.
92 XP.
You're 92 XP, right? Gun. You did 2 of them with the 3rd upcoming, but when this releases, it'll be in 4 or 5 days. And then Seasons by CB, your EP came out. On the Low by JazzNobodi and Joseph is one of the best songs in Australian hip-hop, hand on heart. I'm not saying that because he's in the room. I mean it. Anyone that knows me, little Ben who's switching the pod right now knows I pump that tune.
100.
The Out West after party, we'll get into that later, but 92 World got a shout out from a rather large figure, larger than life figure himself. The Gold Coast pop-up with Clothing. And then over the past week, he low-key announced an album, all that shit whilst they're wearing Helos Havoc trucker hats, man. The whole fucking time, eh?
Hey, hefty.
How good?
Rep everywhere.
How's it all going, eh? You just
It's Havoc.
Yeah.
Nah, it's mad, bro. We're walking in what we're supposed to be walking in, so it's been a blessing. It's actually been tough, but like a lot of it has been teaching and growing moments. So yeah, it's been hectic.
A lot of growing pains?
A lot of growing pains. But that's what comes with the territory of trying to build what we're trying to build out, It's not nothing like small that we're trying to do or minor, We're really trying to create a world. And when you're trying to build a world, bro, you gotta really, have your shit down pat and make sure you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. But that's our thing, that's the journey and that's what we're on. So we're just gonna keep that shit rolling.
So let's go over it again. 92 World has 92 grams, which is you two, is it not?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got Chef here and Sous Chef. Pretty much just double chef, double chef it.
All right, I'm telling you, what do you call them, those meal packs that you send out?
Saiyan packs.
Saiyan packs, man. Holy ton.
Yeah. Saiyan packs, hey, they go hard.
They were gone. I was pumping. I was here, and who dropped it off? I can't even remember. Bro, I pumped it, I reckon, in 10 minutes.
CV,
probably. Yeah, probably Severs.
But yeah, if you ever get the chance to go to an event, the chicken, that was the best shit.
Chicken,
Who does the cookies?
That's SMB cookies, shake and bake.
Yeah.
They got ops. It's freaking Krispy Kremes. No, but that's Katsy.
Yeah.
One Tap. He started that little bizzo with his girlfriend. They started baking and that, and then it's turned out to what it is. It's still just starting out, but he's already got a love from the XP sessions. He's done a few orders out here in the West. But yeah, we definitely have plans to build that out. He done a pop-up at Taylor Espresso out in it's pretty much the local in Maroubra. But sold out first week. That was it. So we want to do a couple of more of those things, with the 92 grams S&B cookies and all that, and just slowly build it out.
Can we talk about the food truck?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Food truck.
Explain the food truck to us, boys.
Food truck's coming soon.
Talk up.
Food truck's coming soon. December we're looking at launching, and we're just excited. I just love to cook, And I jumped on with Pusa and during community. So like he just needed a hand in the kitchen, and so I just started jamming with him hard out, and just cooking, and then loved it. And then now we're doing this.
Oh, that's been mad. I didn't know this guy had.
I
didn't know this guy had like that love for cooking like that.
Yeah.
He always said to me he wanted to do like drinks, jazz juice, and that stuff. And then when he helped me in the kitchen, I seen like he actually full loved it. He had his little recipes coming out and that. So hey, stay tuned. Next XP, this guy we're gonna come with some new stuff.
Cooking background. What nationality are you both? And does it come from like as a kid your love for cooking?
Yeah, I reckon like family, like occasions,
Yeah.
like Christmas, the birthdays. Oh, shit, man. Damn.
Move that way. Well, we got this. Like, look how close we are. That's how close you want to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think just picked up a few things for my mum, and yeah, ever since like cooking with this guy, I just like love to do it.
Yeah.
And so it's been mad.
What about yourself, chef?
I would say definitely like that's inspiration now comes from. But I didn't always love cooking like when I was younger. It kind of came like a bit later.
Yeah.
But my mum, she's from Iran, so a lot of like the flavors and that,
Spices.
definitely from there. Yeah. So like I do like Persian cutlet. It's like kafta, but Persian one. And yeah, that stuff is like, that's where I want to like kind of lead more to, like doing all that Middle Eastern food, stuff like that, but also mixing with the boys, like their cultural food. Like I think we can fuse it mad. So that's what we're trying to get to. Yeah.
On top of that, 92 merch, 92 gaming, 92 active. Fuck, what else am I missing?
92 communities.
92 communities.
Yeah.
Right, let's talk about
pillar. That's a pillar.
that. God, can we talk about Doco?
Yeah, for sure.
Right,
exclusive all around. Yeah.
So the Doco, you just showed me the trailer. For those who listen to the last pod, you know the whole crew went out to Numbulwar and Groot, two of the most northern towns in Australia, very secluded communities. You got the Doco coming out.
Yep.
Like, how do you feel about all that? That's crazy, man.
It's crazy. I think I explained it on the last potty, but Andy, you know, he literally just hit us up on Insta and just said, "Can I, you know, come over and just tag along and make a film on what you're doing or your working community?" And at the time, we just said yeah, but then we didn't know all these hurdles were going to come with it, you know. So he booked his flight to Darwin. Then he had to book his own car because you have to drive from Darwin, 12-hour drive to Numbulwar. And it's like dirt road, so you got to get a certain car. He ended up booking a car. He was with half of our team. We were already in Groot, and we were coming over from Groot. They were in Numbulwar. They were in Darwin, half of the team, and Andy was with him. They drove halfway, and then they were flooded in, so they couldn't even get across to where we were. But they had our donations, our everything. You know, I said that. All our resources. But then, as they were stuck there, Andy ended up getting a charter, and I didn't tell you in this but we found out some crazy news when we got maybe 3 weeks ago. We found out that the charters that we were catching, people actually died in the same airline, the same planes that we were flying on a month after, but no one told us about that.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, but I said that. Yeah, so people died, and then people just recently crashed, charter crash.
What pilots?
Yeah, but I don't know, but the whole pilots and the 4 passengers died.
Fuck.
And then after we done our trip, no, that's
Rest in peace. Yeah.
No, that's actually crazy. But after we done our trip, people actually crashed again, and they crashed next to a croc-infested water. So I don't know what it was, but God had his hand over us during our time, because that was our first time ever flying on charters and that. But anyway, back to the story. Andy bought his own charter from Nuka. Yeah, it's like a 7 hours from Numbulwar by drive. He bought a charter from Nuka to where we were, had all of our resources, donations, food, and then he had his camera gear and he shot that doco. So
It's nuts.
Him and Danny been really working at it, you know, for the last however long, but just working at, you know, the messaging and, you know, what we're trying to really stand for here. So can't wait to drop it. But this Sunday when this drops, it's going to be exclusive screening. So It's gonna be heavy.
He's keen, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I go, bro. While we're on that topic of the plane crashes, helicopter crash out there, do you guys know that Matt Wright guy? He was like trying to be the next Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
So he had like his own helicopter. He was making money because he had his own show. He was like the next crocodile guy.
I watched it.
Yeah, and he fucking let the helicopter go up, knowing it was fucked. His best mate died. Yeah, out like Northern Territory. Yeah, and then there's another story, bro. Because you mentioned croc-infested waters, this got covered on YouTube by like one of those massive like true murder things. These three blokes, I forget their names, so rest in peace to them. I wish I remember their names. They went out to like this river, but the river led out to an outlet, but it would flood the river. So they went out, and then the water started kind of rushing, and before they knew it, like they were kind of, so what they'd walked on was like mud, sand type of stuff, and then that's suddenly like in a bit of water. So they're thinking like, fuck. So anyway, I can't remember if it started like pissing down or like, I can't remember what happened, but at some point they jump in the water for a swim, and it's like an embankment, right? So you can imagine, they think it's like a flat river across the river's just flat. It might be a few meters deep at most, but in reality, after like a meter off the bank, it's just like a drop. Wow. They jump in, one of their mates, one of them just goes straight under, doesn't come back up. A croc's taken him. The other two realise, bro, this one croc, they went up in a tree straight away. That was over the water. The tree's over the water. This one croc waited at the bottom of the fucking tree for them to die after eating their mate, and it took them like 48 hours. It was only because family raised alarm, so the helicopter came over and got them both out of the tree. And even when the helicopter was coming in to get these boys out of the tree, the crocodile is still sitting there looking up, waiting for him because it knows his meal. Bro, it's crazy out there, eh? Like that part of Australia is fucking mental.
48, yeah, hard. But anything that we know, that like the reality we know over here, you go over there to the Northern Territory, is something different.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Even that opening shot of, is it Groot or Numbulwar, that shot?
Numbulwar.
Like that, just the background of it, and you're just like, holy God. How'd you guys find it out there?
I was mad, bro. Mad experience, man. So like, being to go to that side of the country, and like be with indigenous people. Wow, I'm mucking up my words. But yeah, it was just a life-changing experience, man.
But it was a big culture shock for me. Like I didn't expect it to be what it was there.
You been in Sydney your whole life?
Yeah, never left. Like I've never left New South Wales.
Oh.
Like I went Gold Coast one little trip, like one day, and then came back. And then other than tour, like that was my first time seeing Australia.
Wow.
And then like we went to Numbulwar, and I was like, nah, this can't be like my backyard. It was just eye-opening, changes your perspective fully.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
On what means.
And we're community kids too. Like we're from different parts. River, you go from Porirua, Mount Druitt. So it's even like it's more eye-opening.
Yeah.
When you even like go over those ways. You know, with all this stuff going on, they don't know half the shits that's going on that everyone's fighting over. Yeah. They're just trying to figure out, how do you
next meal.
Yeah, next meal, or like how to move forward and progress within their community.
You said clean water was like a big one, wasn't it? Last time?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to sort out to take over to Numbulwar. There's a few things we're actually working with people to take over there, and it's a slow process, but we want to do it right. We don't want to just rush it and fucking pretend that we got it all together and that we can make it all happen just like this. It's just like the whole thing. It's like labour now, fruits later.
Yes, yeah. That's why I don't know how I came up with that. I was gonna say
that's tough. I love that. Eh?
You can have it.
I keep saying it,
bro. Like that whole thing of like Northern Territory and how remote it is, and like for someone like Chef, there's so many blokes out there that never even crossed the borders of our state. So for them to like watch this doco, they'll think they're watching something like over the other side of the world. Yeah. Like they have no idea like right this is actually what our own people live and like the reality they wake up to every day is such like a vastly different thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, when bro, it fucking shits me when the media like gets on rappers and shit, and then there's your crew out here who are in the same genre doing shit like that Channel 9, none of that shit ever does.
Yeah. It's all good though, like it's longevity. That's what we're building for. So none of this like, part-time praise doesn't mean nothing to us. We're really just trying to build for the future and the people that come after us. So we're not really into all that. If it comes, it comes. That's just a bonus. Yeah. But just like you, bro, we're just grinding out, doing our thing.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it, eh?
Hard. Especially when you got, people you love that you're grinding out with. Like, if I'm just like my wife says in the doco. I'm literally just a link in the 92 chain. These guys are another link, and we just keep pushing each other to do this thing, see out the vision and mission, and then keep pressing on, bro.
You'd know it, especially in the music game. You see people come into it for money, and you're like, it just doesn't last.
Yeah.
It can't last because it just dies out. Like there's no you have to have passion and like genuine discipline to like keep this shit happening.
Yeah, hard. That's why it's like, right, a lot of the artists you hear out there is like, they're not the best.
Yeah.
Rappers, all that, but one thing you can't question is their work ethic.
Yeah.
Like they didn't just get there by chance. Like they're in the studio or they're really putting in hours, and that, like I've always got told this since I was young in footy, is like you can be as talented as you are, but you know, I was in rooms and they'll say none of you will make it to NRL, and it's true. Like you got to really put in the hours, and that's why we just try and do our thing in our world, and that's what separates us from the rest. We just stick to our own standards and our own expectations, and we just keep, you know, ticking them off as we go.
Yeah. And 92 Music, we brought that up earlier. Jazz, you released an EP.
Tough.
Thanks, bro.
Tough EP.
Thank you.
On the Low, by far my favourite. The freestyle. I love the interlude. And then the other one, what's the other one called?
TMS.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But like the EP, how do you feel about it when it got released? How did you feel making it? Talk me through it.
Fuck, just happy it's out, to be honest. Like a lot of those tracks I've sat on for like 2 years, and just piecing it together was like pretty easy. On the Low is one of my favorite tracks to work with Joey. I really fuck with Joey. He's heavy.
That's you, on the beat.
Nah, that's actually
Muscle.
Look Good's brother, Muscle. Yeah, he's a beast too. Shout out Muscle.
Mad, eh?
Tough.
He's a bad man.
In
Eh?
the family, I'm telling you.
Tougher gang, bro.
Hard.
Hey, he's a tougher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tougher, bro.
Yeah, click the
Makes
other day.
sense now, eh?
Crazy, yeah.
All them toughers are crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
Junior's gonna be champ one day, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Justin's mad
Justin,
underrated,
bro. Justin's
mad underrated.
hard.
Deserves way more respect.
And I reckon Justin's like ability is gonna get shown more. Like, you know, he can go to the ground, I reckon.
Yeah.
He can definitely bang. But heavyweight, it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just stand and bang,
100%.
for the most part.
And they're all entertaining to watch. So
Yeah, that's why I think Justin will do all right, but he can do that. He'll stand with anyone.
yeah.
But yeah, it'd be. I reckon Junior as well. I watched Junior's fight. He went overseas, but I can't remember who it was against. Maybe it was like an Asian fella.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, he's a gun, bro. Junior's a gun. He's gonna. Take
But I've been on camp with Junior for Thai. Like with Thai, I've been on camp with Junior in Thailand and that. Oh, crazy, bro.
How's that?
No, it was hectic. Like just a mad experience, you know. It was the first time. I feel like that was some of the first times I really got to see, you know, outside and like learn from a different culture, be amongst different people and that, and training. I was training hard out, but then I was shooting all Thai stuff at that time, like his video work.
That's mad.
Yeah, but it was a mad experience, eh? Well, yeah. Anyways, back to your thing.
Yeah, the EP.
Back to the fire.
No, I'm just happy it's out now. Like, yeah, I'm glad because I've been like sitting on music for ages, like away from PV. But I'm glad it's out.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everyone supporting. Shout out everyone, all the love.
You got on a few playlists too, which was good.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
good
hard.
to see,
That was
yeah.
solid.
He got on heavy rotation on FBI too.
It's mad.
That's pretty crazy to get for independent, you know.
Yeah.
Radio pushes labels push for that hard out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jazz is doing his thing. I always say, bro, but this guy won't say, but I will. He's the best rapper, like
Yeah.
best rapper out there. There's like substance and there's all that. It's not just saying words and mumbling. That's what I do a little bit. But fuck, we'll leave that to me and let this guy really spit some shit.
Your marathon bar's mad.
Marathon bar.
Marathon when I run my lap. That goes hard as but like a real Nipsey Hussle vibes in that like little part there. You're just like, yeah, this guy gets it. Like,
Because it's true though, what we're trying to do, like, we're just building slowly, it's chipping away at it. And like, I think the best thing is that we do it as a family, and that's what we are.
yeah.
For sure.
Bro, quickly with Thailand. What's your biggest takeaway from Thailand? Because I've been like 2 times now. I reckon.
What do you mean? Just
like
in general?
Yeah, like the culture. Because you mentioned that, right?
I love it.
Bro, the Thai culture of like how happy they are at any given
Yeah.
moment is remarkable.
Have you been to Bali?
Nah.
Bro, you should go there. That's like the most hospitable place I've ever been.
Yeah.
My missus is Indo. But yeah, Thailand is hectic. Jazz has been there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some fun times there, man.
Where'd you go in Thailand? Phuket and all that?
We went Phuket. Oh, no, not Thailand, Bali.
Oh, this
to
guy went Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you find that?
It was fun, bro. I was young when I went.
Yeah.
So it was just a little party.
Yeah. Just partying all the time.
Yeah, one of me and my boys went. I was working in the mines at the time, and we just went for a holiday.
Yeah.
It was good.
We're actually trying to go Thailand in January for my 30th.
Yeah.
I want to set up a show there. So we're going to go to Thailand, and then if I want to hit up Thai Buddha, I think that's it, Thai Butter, one of them. On Instagram, I want to do some shows out in Bali too. He's got a few joints out there, so that's going to be hectic.
Yeah, who's that?
If we can tee that up.
Bro, I spoke to Justin Horro when I went to YKTR back in the day. And he had a guy, or maybe it was Isaac John that said it. They knew a guy over there that they knew through footy, never cracked it. And bro, he ran like half of Bali. Sandor Earl did the same thing. He went over there and had like 2 or 3 businesses going within like a few months just because of Aussie regular wage money can get you that far over there.
Yeah.
And but yeah, he was like just the connect for anything in like South Asia if you needed it. Like he just knew everyone. It's a crazy world.
I love Bali, bro.
Yeah.
It's mad. You're like a king over there.
Yeah.
And people are just happy, you know? They're not like,
Yeah, less ego as well.
for sure.
Yeah, it's mad. I'm going to Vietnam in like what's the date? 5 weeks. I'm going Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh. Hanoi, you can go on like the quad bikes into the.
Hectic.
That's where the war was and shit. So you can go over like landmines and stuff. Pretty crazy.
What, can you die?
No, yeah, but like,
Are they
bro, it'd be
active?
that rare to still go over one to this day that hasn't been already gone over.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, you can go on motorbikes and shit all through the forest. There'd be like landmines, grenades that like, yeah, all in the ground. You'd be so fucking unlucky to run over one. But it'd be kind of, it's exciting.
I reckon you'll get away.
Uh-huh.
You might lose your butt cheeks when you're driving away.
Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, and then yeah, Thailand, go Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai.
Mad.
That'll be that, and then Phi Islands.
How long are you going for?
Only like 3 weeks. You just go do it shit quick, man.
I love it.
There's no point sleeping when you're on holidays at the age of 23. Go out of a day, explore,
Can't
party
believe
overnight.
you're still only 23.
Getting there.
Crazy.
How old are you?
29.
I'm 30.
Judge is 30.
Chef?
Chef is 26.
So,
27.
Boys, move the
27.
Yeah, just move between years.
How old are you again,
I'm
Jess?
30.
Apologise for my boys here. They're a bit inexperienced,
30,
but you know,
man.
this is what
I'm
it's first pod for the lads.
Bro, you know what I've been asking? Like, I've been meaning to ask since I met you. Have you ever had like a job after the X Factor? Or have you kind of just freelanced for the
No. This is, it's crazy. Like, what I'm used to grinding out with is fucking not what everyone's used to. Like, I've had a job, but I can't keep them.
Yeah.
I just can't work for people for too long, you know. I just do it just to make ends meet. But then I just grind out, you know, even if it's like I'm grinding out with nothing. Like, if I show you my bank account now, you'll laugh. I'm in minus.
Yeah.
But that's how serious I take this, you know. I don't fuck around when it comes to the dream and actually come to, like, the vision. Like, I really believe that God gave me this vision and gave me the team and family that I'm surrounded with now. So for me to do anything less and give anything less than 100, but I feel like I'm disrespecting it.
Yeah.
So in saying that, like, I'm used to grinding out with nothing. I've been doing it since I was a kid, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I know and I'll say it again because it's actual facts. It's labor now and fruits later, because that's all it is. It's work, hustle, and then I know later it's going to pay off in the end. You know, like, no one thought that kids from where I'm from or where we're from will be sitting in executive boardrooms of Apple, but look, we're doing that now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, proper, and actually talking to them how we can actually build out 92 World. And we're not just doing it like one big meeting and we go away. Like, we've had a few. We're on our like 3rd project with them. We're talking to them about longevity stuff, you know. So when it comes to this game, bro, like, I feel like I'm a veteran. Like,
Yeah.
just because I haven't stopped, you know. A lot of people stop because of circumstance and whatnot, but you know, I really believe in the vision and the mission and my team. Like, I really believe in them. So, yeah, but it's just jobs come when they come, and if we're grinding out with nothing because we have to, then that's what it is, and that's what it is now.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, I got sacked from 2 jobs. Coles for eating. I used to work in the deli. And so what they do is they put, bro, I was no joke, I was around 150 kilos at the age of 18.
I swear.
I left
Big
school and
bopper.
just pigged. So that year after I left
Have
school,
to.
I went to uni, I just pigged out, drinking every weekend. Fuck, I reckon I was having like chocolate for breakfast at some point. Like I was that fat. And bro, my eyes were like, if I smiled, all this fat would come up, like my eyes were like, I was looking Asian for the most part. Like, it's nuts. Anyway, so they put me in the fucking cool room to do the split. So what they do is they bring in all the stock that goes in the cool room and they go, yeah, do the split. But bro, the cool room's like, I think it's less than 5 degrees. So what they were doing was like pretty illegal. I'd be fucking that cold, and then I'd be heaps cold, and then I'd just get heaps hungry. I reckon it was like a survival instinct, right? Like, my body's kicked in like when we fucking Antarctica. It's like,
Your body's gone in overdrive.
Being Italian, you know how Coles do like at the deli, you can get like those little packets of like
like prosciutto and
prosciutto, but you can also get like the fucking sun-dried tomatoes in oil and shit. So what I'd do, I'm not going to say her name, but I will. I'll beep it out. From bakery, this girl from Mountie, 75, could hardly walk, could hardly talk. She worked at bakery. She was a hustler. Shout out to her. She'd give me cookies every shift, and then she'd give me bread. Take the bread in under my apron, go into the stock room, put Twiggies in there, sun-dried tomatoes, feta, and fucking. And then one day I opened up the Frankfurts because Cheryl wasn't working, so I couldn't get my hands on the bread. And I just was smashing down Frankfurts as I was working. Manager walked in, she's like, "What the fuck? Fuck, sorry." I'm fuck. Sorry, I'm so hungry, It's then, bro, my brother was like one of the managers at the time in the store, and they didn't tell him. They called me and sacked me a fucking day later. No. And then JB Hi-Fi, I just fucked, like, God bless that job. I had so many friends. So I worked out the back. Bro, that many people took JB Hi-Fi so seriously. They had like a culture where they like just want people to take it like mad serious. Yeah. I just couldn't give a fuck. I just couldn't have cared, because I just knew I'm not going to be here my whole life. And it's JB Hi-Fi. Like, people are getting their TVs. I'm doing my job. And I just fucked around. And then, they didn't give me a shift for 3 months. So after 3 months, they have fired you if you haven't worked as a casual. And they called me. Thank God he called me. And he's like, "Hey, mate, just want to let you know it's been 3 months." And they're on the phone. I was working for Uncle. So I was like, "Yeah, I quit." And he goes, "Oh, fuck, thank God. Otherwise, I would have had you down as fired." But yeah, he's like, "Yeah, we had to let you go. Like, you obviously, you're not doing your job." So yeah,
crazy.
I was working for my uncle. But yeah, I've lost 2 jobs. I reckon I've only kept my job with my uncle because he's my uncle. But yeah, I just can't do it, bro. I can work. I reckon I could work 48 hours straight for myself.
Yeah.
But you tell me to work for, like, I like working for my uncle as it is, like, of a day. But fuck, tell me to do like work for other people. Doesn't go down too well, eh?
I'm lucky. I got my missus. She really lets me. She's got she's like a teacher at TAFE now.
Yeah, that's mad.
So she's able to. She just got that recently. Shout out Annie Sheila. But yeah, she does that, and then I'm able to focus full time on, the girls and business. Yeah. So lucky.
Yeah. What about yourselves? What did you do before all this?
I had a few jobs, to be honest.
Yeah.
I had so many jobs, bro. I was in the mines for a bit, construction, warehousing. But like Killer said it best, like, fuck, we'll grind out broken. Like, we know we're going to make it, we know we're going to get out of the rut. But it's like longevity play. That's what it is.
Hard.
What about yourself, Chef?
But I've worked mostly in kitchens since I finished school. Like, as soon as I finished school, my first job was on a community food truck.
Yeah.
Which I think is why, like, what led me to this point. Like, that's exactly what I want to do. But
where was it based?
Riverwood. So based in where I grew up. Like, literally.
Even where Shelley's from?
He's from. This guy's from.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, Riverwood's rough, bro. I drove through there with
This guy. Oh fuck.
I drove through there with fuck. Bro, do you know Soka? Elijah Yo brought him onto the scene, and Ronan.
So. Yeah. I know Ronan.
Yeah, so like our first shoot, my first ever shoot rappers was those two. That was 2020, maybe. Yeah, and we drove past Riverwood. And yeah, that fucking where Shelley shot all these videos. That like
High rises.
Yeah, is that Housing Commission?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
My
like,
grandpa used to live there.
Yeah,
we used to,
right, it's
we used to
different.
always play tips in the buildings there.
Yeah. See, I'm from Wimbledon. I was like, you're going to drive through it tomorrow or whatever. Like, you see, like, I come from a very sheltered life. So when you're driving through Riverwood, you're like, oh, fuck, this is different.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
hard.
So,
But yeah.
you worked in...
In Riverwood, yeah. Literally 100 meters down the road from my house, the community food truck was there. And we just like, it was an opportunity for kids that just finished school, didn't really know what they wanted to do.
Yeah, man.
Started there, and then just from there, got real lucky, got a job at Novotel, things like that. And then...
That'd be full on, in those kitchens.
But they try and scare you at the start, but it's not as bad as you think. It's just because they have more kitchen hands with you. So it's like, as long as everyone does their job.
Yeah, it flows well.
Sweet, yeah. We got some lazy.
Yeah. I worked at a pizzeria in the mountains, but it was on the highway. But like, there's only like one or two, right? So they pump on Friday and Saturdays, or like footy nights, like Origin. True. And bro, like you'd be in there and like, just watching our kitchen has to work at like full capacities, like nothing else. It's one of the most selfless jobs you can do. It's like minimum wage for the most part.
Yeah.
And just people just over hot pans getting burnt and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy.
yeah, it's different gravy. Something I wanted to bring up. I was there. I loved it. The Out West after party. So for those listening, the Out West after party was Ty organised an event to be had at Panthers on the Sunday after UFC 293, or was it 294?
No idea.
Yeah, no, 293. What entailed that day was a fucking awesome day. A lot of the boys from around here had good fights, and then Tyson gets up. Tyson knocked out Did you knock him out, Turkel?
Yeah. Pumped.
Guys, yeah.
Pleasure, that pleasure guy. Yeah, right, buddy.
So yeah, and the Pleasure Man had a few raps on him, and it was good for Tyson to like get a win on home soil. What followed was unfortunate. Was Volkov just had Ty for size, and then who was it? Strickland did something we've never seen before, the Philly Shuffle, and Izzy just for whatever reason it just couldn't happen, right? And so the Out West after party suddenly is like everyone's still going, but the vibe isn't as like crazy as it would have been. As like say, I reckon it would have been if they both won Panthers 3-peat similar.
Yeah,
The amount of people that would have piled into Panthers that night would have been fucked. I don't know if you came out here after the 3-peat. Nuts. Like the whole Mulgore Road shut down. I think if Ty did the same, knocked him out for like first or second round, just people would have bought tickets. Anyway, we get there. Lots of fun, but these boys all get up on stage and they just fucking bring the house down, bro. That was nuts. It was an awesome performance,
That was crazy because the sound was shit. Like they literally had a roof that was the sound because they had sound restrictions for the hotel next door. Yeah. So that was already like, we're like, fuck. When we done sound check, we pulled up and we're doing it. We're like, nah. So, but then, you know, when it comes to showtime, we can't stop that energy, bro. You just got to run it. Yeah, however it goes. So it was mad. I had mad fun,
It was fun.
Ty, shout out to Ty. Like he always, ever since we were kids, like Tui's always brought me along to whatever, you know, he can to just help me win, you know. So, you know, I always want to do the same for him. But shout out to him for setting that up. And then big shout out to Izzy for just showing love. Like he walked, when we first got there, he walked in and we're just dancing from the jump, you know, and he was just showing mad love, even to my brothers and 92 and that, which was just someone of his level, you know. But he's got like, 8-something million followers or some shit. Yeah. It's like the whole world watches him, but he's still down to earth. Like he's a real dude. I just think people misunderstand him a lot of the time. But that's the same with Ty, you know. But to these guys, nothing new. Like people are always going to misunderstand him when you're great, and like when you're born to be great and shit like that. So, fuck, crazy night. We just turned that shit up, and then it went off, and some mad stuff happened after it too. So, winners all around. Now we came back here.
Yeah,
we came back here. Just a
quiet one.
Yeah, a little quiet, little boogie.
Yeah. But yeah, you just brought the house down. Izzy gets up on stage, and your speech goes, "What do you say? Win or loss, we still fucking."
Yeah, that's it. We still ride.
Yeah.
Because that's it. If you're a Westie, bro, you know it. Win or lose, you still ride.
Yeah.
And that goes the same for everyone that we back and support. So same with Izzy, same with Ty. And 92 know that from the jump, we're still riding, you know. always.
Yeah, and Izzy, bro, that pumped him up. And then he gets on the mic. And how do you feel like in that moment? Because I was standing with your brother, I think, and fuck, there was one of the other boys with me. And I'm standing there, and Izzy gets on the mic and he shouts out 92 World. Just fucking mad moment. That's so cool.
Crazy.
At that moment, did you realize, like, Matt, that media, that like 5 seconds of content itself can like push you so far?
Nah, bro. Like, I don't know. I think the older I've gotten, it's just like I like to enjoy the moments for the moments that it's in. I don't really look at that till after, but I try to really soak it in. And when he was saying that, I was soaking it in hard out because it was like, man, just adds to what I already believe, of what we are and what we do and our mission and that. So to hear someone else that's had his own path getting to the top, but he's the greatest in the world. Like, you can't even question that. Most active, like, you can't fucking question what he's done for just fighting in general in the sport of MMA. So have someone like him with his accolades say that about us, that's big, bro. That's big love. That's the biggest cosign, straight up.
Crazy, man.
Biggest cosign. And like, it's mad because I got a cool, like, I wouldn't say I'm tight as with him, but I've got a cool little relationship. We chat on the gram, like, I show love to him. He shows mad love to me and the crew and that. So, fuck, he's the man. Yeah. But just like, like, same shit with Tui. He's fucking global. Yeah. And it's like, it's one of those pinch yourself type things. Like, he's one of my brothers, like my good mates, Yeah. One of the boys, like, we've seen each other before this shit, before all the bright lights or the fame. Like, you say Bam Bam around the world, someone's bound to know him. Yeah. And for him to always come home and still be grounded and down to earth like how he is and that, like, that's why he's the GOAT to me. No one can take that shit away, because boys that come from where I come from and that, to do that kind of shit and put it on a global scale, fuck, you can't fuck with that. Yeah.
It was mad, what you brought to that party. I fucking loved it. It was sick.
That's the 92 energy, baby.
Yeah. Playing Vegeta, man.
Yeah.
No one does like Vegeta, bro. I was there. I sent that shit straight to our Wings.
Yeah.
Take 5, I was like, yeah, you got to post this,
That's
because I was filming on my phone. I was like, yeah, fuck, like, this has to go up straight away.
Yeah.
And then he was just there. He was like, bro, that's mad. Like, that's the coolest shit. I don't know if you guys realize, like, how cool that is to bring that shit out west to Penrith.
Yeah, hard.
That shit doesn't happen. Because if you were to tell me as a 5 or 6 year old, right, or like an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, if this is like a bad analogy, but say like fucking John Cena or Triple H, they were like the superstars of combat sports to me as a kid. If you were to say, by the age of 23, you'll be able to see 2 of the most famous people in combat sports at Panthers for an after party for a few drinks and local music, I'd tell you to get fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit
hard.
was not meant, even like as much as 5 years ago, that's not meant to happen.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, that's what is happening. You know what I mean?
Hard.
And it's cool because you guys are the people that, like, you're the front runners and bringing that shit and making that shit happen and connecting people to it.
I feel like it's just it's the start, because the amount of talent and the amount of people out here out west is just insane. They're creative and gifted and all that shit, bro, crazy. People can run events out. You got DJs, you got Hot Out West, that little event that runs. You got the craziest athletes and sports stars out here out west. Then you got the music. Like, you can't fuck with that. Honestly,
even you, bro. Like, you're bringing all these people in.
That's it.
Giving them a platform. Like, fuck.
Thanks, bro.
It's big time. Like, for me, I feel like we're living in a historic moment for the West, and I feel like we have to like try and come up with something that captures it all, into some sort of festival or some shit.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine that. Like, you had the West performances, you had athletes and stars that get to come and have a mad space where they can come and enjoy, a full festival day out here in the West.
Yeah.
You got live podcasts going. You got basketball built.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it could be crazy, And what better place to have it than the Panthers?
I like it, man.
Want to keep it in?
What are you talking? Nah, I'm just saying, like, hey, hypothetically, that will go crazy.
It's a great concept.
Great concept.
Yeah.
We'll bring artists, homegrown artists, but then also just a couple from out there. You know, you can speak it into existence. You got Stan Walker, you got Kenyon, you got Sammy J, just the people that we know, or that I know in general, and then we could just build that out.
Bro, it was bugging me today. What was Stan's big song when I would have been like 10?
Black
2010?
Box.
Yeah.
It's a little black box.
Bro, because I saw the clip of last night of him, like, Take Flight posted of him talking to Stan about you guys, which I thought was really cool from both parties of Take Flight and Stan. And then I was like thinking, I was like, I know Stan from somewhere. And then my mum was listening, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just watching a thing of like Stan Walker. She's like, oh yeah, he used to be like, he had massive hits.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was, eh? Yeah, Black Box would have done like 100 mil maybe back in the day.
Heaps.
Would have hit the circuit.
He's one of the best
Yeah.
to ever do it.
Yeah, 100.
Trust. I'm being dead set. No one can touch him when it comes to vocals, when it comes to like his heart for what he does. But for real, no one can touch him.
Did he come through the same time as like yourself through X Factor?
Nah, I came after him, eh? Like pause. Nah, I came. I came. He was an Idol. He won Idol.
Yeah.
Australian Idol. And I remember as a kid, I was walking around Balmain because we used to do like drive out all the way out there to do it by the harbour New Year's.
Yeah.
I was telling all the kids, hey, Stan's my brother. And this was the grand final of Idol, and he won and shit, and then everyone was like, congratulations. It's like I was taking it all in. Fast forward over 10 years later, like we've been close mates for over 10 years now.
Yes, man.
You know, proper, and he's been there through some crazy times, and you know, I've been there through some crazy times with him, but for me, when it comes to this music thing, he's a vet.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's only just starting because he just came, you know, he's coming out of his, whatever he's got going on in the back end, and is coming into his own shit. He's able to tell his own story and do it his way. And I think that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
Chef, I got a question for you. You're in a similar position to me. Music-wise, there's not much of a background, right? How do you feel being like a part of this whole world now? Did you ever think you would be?
Oh,
Chef's the DJ there.
nah.
You used to be a DJ?
No. They're.
He raps too.
I dabbled a little bit, but I got
You want to hear exclusive?
not much with it.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
What are you got to lose, bro? Are you going to release it?
Yeah, it's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
End of the year.
Well, yeah, it's up to you if you want to preview it.
Yeah, he's
the
the
manager, brother. Don't worry.
He's the manager. Just
Where's Johnny?
Nah, again, what was your question? Sorry.
Johnny.
Yeah, where's Johnny today?
He flew back to Darwin,
Oh, fuck.
saw some bizzo, and then it's going to come back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with the music, like, what's it like for you stepping into it?
In terms of like Australia or in
like
general?
this whole scene, like being part of like 92 World and Vegeta and all
Far.
that.
For me, I've always just like loved, I don't know, hip hop specifically. I've always listened to all music, but like, especially this guy, Far. That's why I second what this guy says about him being best rapper in Australia. Like, hands down. Like, I listen to a lot of rap, like, and really listen to like the lyrics and like.
He thinks he's a connoisseur.
Nah, mums.
He's actually got good taste.
Yeah, he's good.
Mums, this guy here, lyrics and cadence, no one can touch him, mums, in my opinion. And flows, he just surprises me every time as well. But I feel like I'm blessed. I get to hear all the unreleased before they come out. I'm always, you know.
Yeah. We always have battles. Pusa reckons he knows all the lyrics to everyone's unreleased music.
But I think it's crazy, like, to see how it's like growing as well, especially the like artists coming out of Australia. I think, like what Kill was saying, especially out west, there's so much talent, and it's just slowly getting like seen now. But far, it's gonna explode, I reckon.
Who's some of your favorite artists, like, you know, to get a like grasp of your taste?
Just overall,
yeah, rappers, but we'll keep it rappers.
all right. Probably J. Cole's number one in my opinion.
Oz.
Oh, I thought you meant overall.
No.
Right.
No, like, across the country, but yeah.
Jazz definitely number one for me.
Yeah.
Outside PV and like 92, like I listen to, I would say 1-4's up there for sure.
For sure.
Has to be. You got to be silly to not.
You gone?
Their vlog is a movie.
Yeah, the 2 unreleased tracks.
Oh, bro.
That second one, that white beat.
second one,
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
What's the sample?
I don't know what the sample of that beat was tough, bro.
Yeah, fuck, they do it different. Rick and Matt Wilson, man, different gravy.
Top tier.
Different gravy. Marketing geniuses, man. Those
Yeah.
two, like, yeah, so 1-4. Who else you got in there?
Forward. It's tough. Who's some?
Without going to the playlist, I would say Joseph, but that's because I'm being a bit biased. Like, that's my best friend since year 7.
Yeah.
So, like, I like to listen to his stuff, like, coming up Australia. Who else?
AG host.
OG
Oh,
host.
guy.
Yeah, he was at
G Funk.
Yeah.
That's the king
Gotta
of G
keep on
Funk right there.
hustling.
100%.
That's a track.
Is there anyone else, Randy, that you put on?
There's heaps.
Heaps.
Oh,
Miles.
the whole area.
Shout out Miles.
Shout out Miles.
Miles is a beast.
Larger,
Larger.
Double Six. All of them, you know.
Black Albie. He's tough.
I reckon the top
Hey.
the top of Ozbot.
Or Black Albie?
Who that?
Mars
He's
put him
good,
on.
bro.
He's got that cruising song.
They did it like a joint EP together, him and Miles. Overboard.
Tough. Yeah, gotta listen into that.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah, fuck. There's a few that Marv's is one of my favorites. But he doesn't rap anymore. But Fez was like, oh
Yeah, bro. 100%.
yeah.
Miss Fez.
Bring back
Hey
Fez,
there.
bro.
Bring back
Bring back
Fez.
You seen
Fez,
him
bro.
recently?
Nah, but he's
Ages.
bulked up, eh? Been training hard.
Ripped. He's ripped. His brother put something up in the other day. But yeah, for those who are listening, CG Fez is who I'm talking about. Is the first rapper that I properly linked with and brought me to a studio. Nuts, man, nuts. Watching him like rhyme.
Yeah,
And you go,
he's
oh,
tough.
like you're
Yeah,
an
he's
actual
an
poet.
animal.
You're not a rapper.
Storyteller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proper.
Yeah, we were at the open studio in Glendenning. He's like, oh, I need snacks. Like, we'll go to 7-Eleven. And it was like a 10-minute drive. And he just previewed like this EP. It never came out. And bro, like, it took like the depth of the story he's telling, the words he's using, the double entendres, like everything in it. You're just going like, fuck, this is one of the best things I've heard, eh?
Hard, eh?
It's crazy talent out here. It's a matter of studios and
Hard.
platforms for them. And teaching them how to market themselves.
It's the lanes, like teaching everyone how to just own their own shit. Like depending, because that's, you know, like now the day and age we live in, it's all about that. Like knowing how to distro your shit, how to put your stuff in publishing and all that. Yeah, so I feel like that's where the gap is. But there's platforms out there now, you know, you got Even. That's like a solid platform where you can, it's like direct artists to, you know, to the followers and the fans. And it's not the middleman. Bro, you know, Spotify, every stream is probably like 0.00003 cents or something. Yeah. You know, you have to stream it. There's a stat that I shared on my story, on my Insta.
Yeah.
It was like something like you have to play the song 20 times a day for a whole year
For 365 days.
for me to earn $25. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's weird, like, because it's something that we do full time, you know?
Yeah. That's why, if you're listening, if your favorite rapper releases merch or has shows, you go or you buy. There's one shirt, bro. That's legit what you guys just said.
Yeah.
It covers all that.
And it doesn't always, you know, like, that's something we're learning too with the merch side and everything is like not all the numbers translate to sales or translates to plays or anything like that. You just got to figure out what that is because, you know, got heaps of followers and heaps of people that, but, you know, like at the moment, we can't even sell 100 shirts.
Yeah.
And that's just like us figuring out what that looks like, which is all good, but that's just part of the game, you know? So it's mad at the same time. We're learning a lot and, you know, we just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But,
That's all it is, learning curve, eh?
bro, 100.
You just learn as you go.
100%. Because there's the other areas we're doing really, really good in, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of give and take and understanding what's what
Yeah.
and where to pick up on shit like that.
Do you get a lot of inspiration from Nipsey?
Oh, yeah, I used to watch him heaps.
Yeah.
Oh, I still do, actually, like, for sure. I think my thing is just, I just want to know at the end that I own, that we, you know, we have ownership.
Over
Like Chef owns,
intellectual property.
bro, proper IP, like, it's everything. Right now, the day and age we live in, it's like, they want you to sign it all over, give it all up. But it's, as much as you can hold on to, that's what we're trying to build. Or like, just figure out what's the best way, because we got a family, you know, it's not like I feel like everyone full views and their perspective of what this is like all this hype shit, bright lights, and what the realness is, it's a dungeon, bro. Like, you really got to go through some dark places to really get to where you want to get to. You got to go through some things, sacrifice a lot of things, you know. And then you got to keep looking in the mirror, asking yourself if that's what you want to fucking do for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But that's where we are, and that's why I keep pushing my team, because no one else is. Like, we live in a day and age where everything's fucking soft. And, like, you know, it's just we stand for something, and we're actually trying to push for building our world. So then, obviously, none of this other shit can come in. And, you know, kids, I don't want my daughters growing up in all this bullshit. I'm trying to really push for it. So that's the journey, my brother.
Yeah, bro, he's preaching to the choir. It's fucking lonely. It's way lonelier than anyone ever could imagine.
For sure.
I do, because you followed that page the other day at Sporting Club Helos that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got 2 brands under that. I work my job. I come here 2 nights a week, one to record, one to thing. And then I have to edit these podcasts as well, like manually.
Crazy.
But bro, like the amount of time I spend in my room after work by myself is fucked. It's almost every night of the week, right? From like, I could start at 4 p.m, finish at 12. Like, I don't speak to my family anywhere near as much as I'd honestly like to.
Yeah.
But bro, like, I don't know, it's way lonelier than anyone thinks, but they'll come up, they're like, oh, your mate, like, you know, Ty now.
Yeah.
But that's a fucking,
Yeah,
my network is a byproduct of my hard work. It's the fruits
For
of my
sure.
labors, right? But
Hey.
like, yeah, but bro,
Definitely, but
I reckon the big thing is like, they just see like the event maybe once every 2 weeks that I feel obliged to go to. Sometimes I don't even want to fucking go, right? But I've got to put my face in those places. Bro, there's so many nights where you're just sitting there and you're like, fuck, I ought to be about it. Like, some days I wake up for work, it's 5:30 a.m. I've gone to bed at 12 or 1 editing, and I look in the mirror and my eyes are red, and I just say to myself, yeah, be about it. Splash my face with cold water, get on with my day. Go again. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit. But people don't really see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the IP thing, I've spoken about before when people ask me about like sponsorships and stuff like that. I say it has to perfectly align. Otherwise, I don't want a bar of it, because I am my IP, and everything I want to create, I want to own myself. Because if I ever pass, that way it doesn't go to like Scooter Braun with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift carks it right now. Her mum doesn't get a fucking cent of it. Scooter Braun's got all of it, right?
damn.
Yeah. That's the big one, bro. That's what Nipsey most probably fucking was watching. Taylor had nothing. It was all Scooter Braun owned her shit through a loop and a contract.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a normal contract.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, bro, that's why I would never, ever sign. Like, if people want to do link ups or whatever, sweet. But I'm never signing over my IP. Like, ideally, I never have a sponsor I generate revenue through, or the sponsor itself perfectly aligns.
Yeah.
So if I ever do take on a sponsor, it's like I feel good about that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But yeah, bro, I reckon like IP is the way forward in owning it. So many people are so quick to sign off on it. Quick paycheck, it's done.
Hard. Well, it's easy, you know.
Yeah.
It's easy for short term, but if you're really trying to build longevity, bro, it's the wrong way. And that's why we're taking the time. It's trying to build inside. So, but we're partnering, you know, out so we can build our in-house media, in-house production, where we're really self-sufficient top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like, we literally are working towards 3 tiers of media within 92 World. So we got our iPhones, which we shoot in-house or edited and shot off the iPhone. And then we got our ongoing doco that we're building out with Amanaki Studios and the boys there. And then we got our YouTube stuff, our vlogs, and our YouTube and branded content that we're building out with Sonda Films. So there's a lot of work that goes into that stuff. But bro, if you do it right, I feel like it will pay off.
Yeah.
100%.
Big time. It's, bro, I can't explain it well enough when people talk about it. It's like, you can't be so quick to sign off your fucking IP. You can't be so quick to sign off just like...
We learned that the hard way with our music and that.
Yeah, it's hard to talk to people about it that have done it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't know, they don't realise that if they cark it at any given moment, which we seem to forget because we're young, but like if you carked it tomorrow and you're one of these big rappers and you're signed to, I'm not going to name drop, but you're signed to one of them, right? They won't like that because some of them most probably listen to this, but they'll be like, yeah, it doesn't go to your family. None of that shit goes to your family. If your songs pop off, it's not going to your family. It's going to fucking that label. Like and they're already multi-million, if not billion-dollar companies, some of them.
The deals aren't fair. Like, it doesn't work in the artist's favor, and a lot of them are favored towards like approaching the person who doesn't understand their business. So that's what everyone gets caught up in, you know. Some people get bound to it for fucking 5+ years, 10+ years, 5+ albums. But yeah, like I said, we learned the hard way. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing, you know. We just stick your move, learn the lesson, and keep growing from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people like actually need that shit because they're just lazy. So some people need a fucking label to do all their shit for them. But like, I swear 100% when they get to a point where they actually realize their worth, their talent and their gift and everything like that, they're going to regret that they didn't put time into actually understanding all the back end of their gift and shit, which is what's going to keep it going forever. Whereas like, you know, we've been grinding, I've been grinding out this for over 10 years, same as this guy on the pen, you know, Pusa in a sense. But like, all that 10 years is going to pay off. And when it does, it's going to be like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, mattered. Those fucking late nights, those dark hours.
Yeah.
Like I said, it gets lonely, bro.
Yeah.
100%. But it's all worth it, you know, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In the due time. Even now, though, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Like
the lessons are worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the people you meet. Like for me, I got a shortcut through having the podcast to meet you because I listened to your music for years before I even met you, right?
Yeah.
So I just cut off. Like, how many blokes would probably want to meet you, but they have no maybe like way to engage that interaction, right? Yeah, because I just started a podcast. It's my cheat code. I know what I want to do with it. I just build up my network through it, right? And all of a sudden I got all these friends, all these experience, like your album party, right? The podcast or the XP sessions, watching, especially you, one of your songs you did, I was going, wow, this is mad. I was dead set speechless, right? Even Reezy, when she was singing, I'm going like, wow, like this is proper like talent I'm watching. Bro, that all comes off the back of just starting to fuck off podcast at the back of Open Studio. You know what I mean?
Crazy, yeah.
This is cheat code.
We look at it like that for sure.
Yeah, it's just the experience of it. I get to talk to people, I get to learn shit, and I get to talk to like, I don't know, recently like Mason Dane. Like, you know what I mean? And that guy's like an international superstar at the moment. And all of a sudden you can say like I can call him like a friend and all that, you know? I think that's the way forward. Just keeping shit independent and just hustling hard. Keep it to yourself, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's hard.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's worth it, I reckon. It's definitely worth it in the long run. Now, national tour upcoming.
Yeah, national tour.
Give me every stop.
So at the moment, bro, it's quite hard because we're independent, so we're organising the whole tour. We're not with an agency or anything like that. So we literally do the flights, accommodation, we book the venues, we organise all the flights, like, you know, transport, food, everything like that. So it's quite it's a big process to get through, and then trying to get the funding for that to happen. You know, for something like a career like ours, you're looking at 50 plus, you know, just to get around. But if we do it right, we can do well. For this one though, what we got locked in so far is Gold Coast, Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney. Those are 100% dates. You know, cities that we're visiting, and then NZ.
Melbs.
Sometime March. Oh, rewind one time. December, first week of December.
Fuck. When are you in Sydney?
Second week of December.
Oh, I land on the 9th.
Yeah, it'll be after that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sick. What about the other dates? Gold Coast and Brisbane.
Well, Gold Coast, we're working at Brisbane's first, so that's 17th to the 19th. We're going up there actually to run our food truck with P3 Tag, P3 Performance, Hardy in that. Yeah, big. They got a big 3-day tournament, which is going to be one of our first big, operations that we're going to get amongst. Man. It's going to be crazy because we've never done like. They're going to have like over 800 people a day there. And we'll be like one of the main food suppliers or food trucks. Yeah. So it's going to be a mad little experience. And then we're going to do a show out there. We're still going to announce the venues and that next week or sometime like that. But yeah, we're going to do a little club show over there. Then we'll head over to Gold Coast and do a little something over there. We're going to try and take our doco on the road too, just do private screenings. Yeah. So... No. We'll do one in Brizzy. We'll go to Gold Coast. After Gold Coast, we'll head over to Melbourne.
Yeah, awesome.
And then come finish in Sydney and hopefully, launch our food truck. Yeah. We're aiming to launch it in December.
Yeah, this is a rogue name to throw out, but you know who you'd link up with? I reckon you'd all get along with. Have you seen that Tommy the Cowboy on TikTok?
Yeah.
I reckon that's worth like linking up with him, showing him your doco.
Who's Tommy the Cowboy?
He's like a boy from Western Sydney. He's part of the Bikies. got offered New South Wales Cup. So he got shot at the bikies. Then he got offered, the bikie head guy, Comancheros, was like, you got to get out. You're 21. So anyway, he's like, he gets out. He gets offered New South Wales Cup. Then Rockhampton gave him a contract. Yeah. He moved up to Rocky. Yeah, and became a footy player up in Rocky and Queensland Cup. But like his content and all that, I'm like, fuck, like Utilime, honestly, it sounds so rogue because it's two different things. I reckon if you showed him your doco, he'd fuck with it that heavy.
Yeah.
110%. Because he's a boy from out here, used to be in the bikies, changed his life, loves the outback. Samoan boy.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
I love watching his shit.
Yeah, I reckon showing him your doco would be a good place to put it. That's just off the top of the dome. Yeah, but 100%. Very exciting. How do you guys feel about touring?
Oh, yeah, excited, man. Can't wait to hit the road there. Can't wait to perform the new album too.
Were you in the mines up there? When you were in the mines?
I was in New South Wales mines. It was like 2-hour drive from Dubbo.
Yeah.
It was a small town called Ningen. Real country. Ningen.
Lingen.
Ningen.
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 Yeah.
Right, N or an L at the start?
Ningen.
Ningen.
Yeah, there we go.
I think I've been there.
I was up there for like, you would have for footy.
Yeah.
They're like big league play. League. Yeah.
What's St. Mary's?
Yeah, you would have.
What, St. Mary's played?
Yeah.
Ningen.
Why?
Ningen Tigers. That's the rugby club there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I was up there for like 2 years, just working in the mines.
Yeah.
Flying in and out of Sydney.
That's madness, eh?
Yeah. So we were contracting, so I was like 4 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
Like long weeks, man. But that's when I first hit this guy to start recording. And I was up in the mines.
So did you guys know each other before that?
Nah, never. I just seen this guy I seen this guy go solo like from Fortunate.
What year is this?
2018, I think. No, before that, maybe 2017.
Yeah.
I messaged this guy. I was like, bro, can I get some recording time? And then he didn't reply. I just kept sending him shit like me rapping.
Yeah, that's
bars.
Right. That's the journey, eh?
And this guy opened the request and he was like, yeah, come through for a session. Then I went to the session and Look Good was there. And it's just like been going ever since.
How'd you know Look Good?
So he was, I think this was back in 2016 or 17. He was dancing. I just came out of Fortunate. And then I was just going to go back to footy because that's all I knew other than music. But then I was like, fuck it, I want to give it one more crack and like just commit to it proper. And he was finished with his dancing thing. I messaged him because I heard him on SoundCloud as, what was he, the Milk Boy?
Milk Boy, yeah.
Yeah, he was a DJ. Oh, but he's been producing for years. And then I hit him up, I said, Solo, let's meet up and let's just give this thing one more crack, like the music thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was it. We started like recording, and that's when I first kind of like really got into my artistry and my craft and that, like with music. Because before I was just singing covers and stuff, but that's when I progressed into my original sound and finding my melody and that. So that's where it's at now. But bro, these guys keep me on my toes. I really learn a lot of jazz and look good in the studio, bro. Like they're really vets at their shit. Yeah. Good's like definitely one of the best producers / artists in the world. Like 100. I'll say the world. Yeah. Like if you hear his solo shit, like this guy's solo shit, the unreleased stuff, fuck man, it's it's crazy.
Vault for vault, you reckon he's got like he'll have most rappers?
Vault for vault.
Yeah, like if
Jazz has got everyone for vault for vault for rappers. Jazz got everyone. Vault for vault. Rappers, yeah.
When are we going to get it?
If we're talking about versatility and that, but who's judging, right?
Yeah.
But I know 100% this guy's got it.
Yeah, yeah.
In the bag. And then after that, if you're talking about producer, artist, look what's got it.
Yeah.
No one can touch him.
Yeah, all genres too.
All genres.
Not just the one.
I put him up there with Pharrell and that.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, it's a matter of just creating that platform and then just on it.
Just keeping that what we're doing, you know.
Yeah,
it's gonna break through soon.
Yeah,
trust.
Pharrell, I think broke out late in his 20s.
Yeah,
I could be so wrong, but I feel like he took because he was part of what were they called?
Neptunes, yeah.
Yeah, but when did they come out? How old was he in the Neptunes? Yeah, because Neptunes
Look Good would know all this.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
My designer is like, bro, he reckons Pharrell's a goat because he just loves how like
he's tough.
Yeah, bro. Design, production. Even the song Happy itself is the best marketing song you could ever make. How the fuck no one thought of that before he did it? It's just, you know what I mean?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, he just nailed it. Wait, I had a question. You know the Canowja Tigers thing?
Yeah.
So, do you play footy?
No.
Fuck. Would you play if I played?
Yeah, if you run over, I will run.
So, I've never played footy, right? I've never played a lot of sports. I only ever played football and AFL. I was gun at AFL. I went to JWS, but I was too fat. They told me to fucking go home this way. True story. So anyway, I had an idea for a series where I take up a sport for 1 week. 1 week. On that Saturday, I play or fight, whatever it is. So if it's MMA, I fight someone in an amateur fight. If it's boxing, I fight someone in an amateur fight. Could not care if I get knocked out. I've never played rugby league, ever, for school. Never. Anything.
You'll kill it.
So I was thinking maybe you get on the outside edge and I'll play like maybe, what do you reckon, second row? And get
Front.
maybe one
No,
of your
you're
brothers
front
in
row.
center.
You're a prop.
Yeah, but what about those country boys?
What?
They'll
Yeah.
run over me.
Nah.
Don't worry, we'll toughen you up.
All right, well, yeah, someone gets on my inside, someone gets on my outside and defend me when the line's moving, you know what I mean? That's my fucking prime problem.
Okay,
Because I'm just thinking, like, if someone starts moving that line, I've got to shuffle across and comes back through. You know what I mean? But I was thinking, like, fuck, I might just come out with you boys. Because Love and Blue want me to do it, but I was like, I'd rather go out with the country bumpkins and, like, have a proper crack. So that's real
It's
footy
mad
out
out
there.
there. Yeah, shout out Canowja Tigers.
Your brother's ripped, bro. That highlight reel's stupid.
Bro, my brothers can still bang. I'm an old man, but they can still go
How old are
go to the top.
the brothers?
20,
One's
22,
my age, eh?
22, yeah.
Yeah.
Sevis. He's 22. Then you got Katz is 25, 27. Oh,
Yeah.
25. And then you got Jay, 28. Alpha, 27. Johnny.
Yeah.
There's like 6 of us that go out there play.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, it's mad. The boys carve.
Sevis, he released a song recently.
Yeah, he released Seasons.
Yeah. And you shot that out at East Coast, hey? On the cliffs.
Maruba,
there.
yeah. So that was all shot and edited on the iPhone. So
So fucking cool.
yeah,
It's crazy what you can do with the iPhone.
Crazy.
Such a sick song as well.
yeah.
Done well, eh?
He's really getting in his bag, you know. We're trying to really teach I'm trying to really teach how to be sustainable with his shit. So he's been in the studio just figuring it out. He has a question he will ask, but then he's just recording demos on demos, and his vault is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a mad vault. Especially he's only started recently, so him and Reezy for sure.
Yeah.
They're next up. But we're not trying to do all that hype shit like next up and this and that. Like, we're trying to really just be the hardest workers. You know, when it comes time to releases, I just want get us to a place where it's consistent and constant. Because then it's just a really a play along of our life, extension of our life, and coming alongside it through the music, through the visuals that we do, and then that's what we're trying to reach. Not this release fucking one a year and then wait the whole year and market for fucking 5 months. Nah, we're really just trying to build as we go, because life changes like this.
Yeah.
Shit's changing, new experiences. We always be talking about experiences 5 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes that will happen and those tracks will come out in due time. But for now, we're really trying to build consistency. So Reezy and Sevis, Jazz, Good, the whole team, bro. We're really working.
I think the key to music nowadays is you got to drop and not look back.
Yeah.
You can't overthink it. Like, you can't worry too much about what people are going to think. You just got to drop and then analyze. What did you do right? What did you do wrong? Why? Maybe the song didn't go well. Was it on playlist? Like, I reckon people overcomplicate it. You know what I mean? They think too much into the because they like, some of them like overthink marketing and all that shit. So no, just drop your fucking song, put a video to it.
Yeah.
Fucking put it on playlist. And if it doesn't go well, figure out why. If it does go well, keep it. But like, analyze it in like a year, because you got to let it sit.
Yeah.
And just take on its own fucking life form. Like, I still reckon yours right now, I'll call it right now on the podcast, I still reckon your On The Low will take on a new life at some point and push again.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with TikTok nowadays. If it gets someone does a dance to it. It's nuts, eh, bro? That guy lives in Western Sydney, that masked wolf.
Does he?
That rolling down in the deep.
I thought he was from Melbourne.
Go Bible studies with him.
Did you just go to Bible studies with masked wolf?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. That rolling down the deep would be like, I'll check now. I reckon honestly it'd be
Because
almost half a billion.
The Chiefs used it on their video.
What Chiefs?
Like Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes and that.
Astronaut in the ocean. That's what it's called.
You will know it straight away.
Oh wait, that was,
Oh, I know the one.
bro, he has a million, a billion.
In the deep.
Crazy.
That one?
How many monthlies?
Nah, remember we seen this guy at the awards in Melbourne. He performed.
7.5 million monthly listeners,
That's crazy.
all because of a
Good on
TikTok
him.
song. Like that's what I mean. It just
on him.
if it takes off, it takes off. Like it just goes. But yeah, like just guy from Western Sydney just had that music out there. Didn't look back. It just takes on its own life form. I reckon that's the
For
way
sure.
forward. Eh? Just fucking pump music, let it sit, analyze it later.
I mean, as long as the art is good, like,
Yeah.
and you really fuck with it, and it's then just chuck it out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's only when you've half-heartedly done something, but you're expecting full results. That's when you fuck up your expectations and shit. It's like if you half-hearted do it, then and you release it, then that's what it is. But if you really put in time and you're really trying to tell a story or a movie or whatever, then that takes place at that time too. But yeah, that's what we're trying to build is just fucking bangers left, right, center, up, down, inside, out.
The PV songs get people jumping.
Yeah.
The PV songs, especially that live event, I realised like how contagious it is to just like move and bump around. Eh? I loved it. Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up something. The documentary, I want to touch back on it. So we've talked about like how Western Sydney's just going to go like up. We've spoken about it. We've spoken about a concept of like a festival. And then we've spoken about the doco. At the moment as well, you grew up with the boys, or like around them at least. The 1-4 boys have their doco premiering on Netflix. How does it feel to know like you guys have your own little thing coming out about remote Australia? So you guys have a different, your doco is a bit different. It presents yourselves, but it presents maybe like issues that people don't think about, maybe I'd say. Whereas theirs presents in the same line of topic, it presents issues that marginalised populations faces, but it also just presents their life more than it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's more
different
focused on
arenas.
them. But it's still two docos, right? Which is fucking, bro, it's that cool to say, like, they're both from Western Sydney.
Yeah.
How did it feel for you seeing, like, because you're a Mountie boy, right?
Yeah.
How did it feel for you seeing, like, the trailer and just going, like, holy shit, like, just a couple of boys from, like, Wayland Reserve, you know what I mean?
Buzzy. I think it's even more buzzier because a lot of people really say that Western Sydney, I'll rep that proud and loud and proud. I am 27. My artist name's SVNO for a reason. You know, I really rep that. But I think the beautiful thing about what we're doing is that we're all from different parts of the world. We literally got Jazz from Porirua, you know, River Boy. You got Good, who's from Brisbane. Logan is, Logan. My brothers, obviously, we're born and bred out here. Reezy from NZ. You got Saucy, Offo is from NZ as well. You know, Willis, NZ. Johnny, born and bred here, and Coach. And my missus is Eastgill. So I think the thing about us and what we're building out is that we're really trying to show out there that, you know, what it can look like when fucking you come together, like real, like in a real way, you know, and still rep and hold your hood to your heart and all that, your numbers where you're repping and stuff like that. But I think the true power is when you come together and do your shit together, because it really elevates and take your shit to levels that you can't imagine, you know. There's a saying, it says you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. And that's our thing, is that, you know, I can go fast any day. They can go fast when they want. That's alone. But what we can build out together, we've only been a year, bro, since 92 World was birthed. Like like in this like setting, like, you know, this kind of way. A year, and what we've accomplished in a year is fucking like crazy to me. You know, we're really like setting our stuff up properly and with the right people and partners. So I don't know, man, like blessed, but you know, the journey's worth it. Like when you stick to what you're truly called to, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, 110%. How do you feel about the 1-4 doco?
Oh fuck, you dead. Nah, sorry, bro. I love it. Like that's what I mean. And that's why I say what we're building is that. But the 1-4, bro, that's like they're really telling the story of the West kid. Yeah. You know, of that kid that's grew up in the West and fucking come from that hardship with the you know, with the police, all that stuff. You look at all the rappers out there; they're all getting to do shows and shit. These guys been pressed for however many years,
And they're still the best in the
and they're
country.
still the best. Like no one can question that they open the door for everyone. Even for guys like us, the conversation's easier to have because they open the door. Like people's eyes are over here from all around the world. Like, and those boys bang that.
Yeah.
So whether you're open or not, whether you're on the other side, like you just got to show respect where respect is due, and that's where it is for me. And love to everyone else who's in the industry and that, but fuck those boys. And I feel like this doco is really just going to stamp their name, like globally, and just be like, this is nothing. Like you got Western Sydney videographers and production team doing that doco too.
Yeah.
Like people
Gabrielle.
that's crazy, bro. Shout out Vanilla, as well. Like, and just Matt, Rick. It's just buzzy to me because even though these boys are younger, they're really just saying something that I really can connect with, and they're showing that story through their music, through the videos. And say what you want about them, but you can't question the impact that they've fucking made. It's not questionable, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And like for someone like Rick Howe and that, like to come in those early stages and really mold that, and be able to help tell the story, the boys' story, that's special in itself. Like, motherfuckers just come to the area just to take and run and go. These guys really come and stuck through it when they were getting pressed by police, all of that.
Yeah.
So big shout out to the boys, and that's a fucking promo for the doco, man. Hey, for real, I don't
I'll
know.
send it to
Man.
Matt after this. We'll cut it up.
Nah, but that's real love. Like I got mad love for them boys, mad love for that whole crew, the whole team, how they move and that. It's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had people ask me about them and like what I think. And I always say, whether you like it or not, whether you fucking hate them and everything they stand for, whether you like them or you hate them or you love them, the amount of people outside of hip hop that know Australian hip hop because of 1-4 is undeniable.
Sure.
There are middle-aged mothers in fucking Mossman that would know 1-4
Yeah,
is a
word.
bunch of boys from Mountie. Like that's the thing. We've never seen that before. And then when you say they're the NWA of Australia, I've said it before, and people call me a fucking idiot. And you go, no, you have no clue. This is the exact same thing NWA went through.
Yeah, you got to
Police
really
pressure.
break
That
it down.
Opening clip in the fucking, I'm going to make your life as hard as possible.
Yeah, that's nice.
Bro, no other artist in this country's ever had
Even
that.
now they got stopped at Al Kuso's fight from performing.
Yeah.
And they all got put up against the garage and that.
Like, he looks so good for a champ, eh? He'll be our next Team Jew, I reckon.
Yeah. Him, Jai, bro, one person that doesn't get enough
Needs
fucking
better
credit.
management, man. Fucking better publisher. Jesus Christ.
Bro, Jai Pataya, he's one you can't fuck with.
He should be the biggest thing in Australia.
100%. He's
a
different.
freak.
He's
a
different.
Freak. Central Coast boy as well.
Him and Al Kuso, different.
Yeah.
They're different. And then if like Willis Meehan was in the mix, different.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that your boy?
That's my boy.
Yeah, he's part of the crew. Hey, is he a boxer?
Willis, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like one of the best heavyweights. He's like the boogeyman.
The boogie.
Nah, straight out.
Is that his stage name?
Nah, but he is the boogeyman. No one wants to talk about him or bring his name up because they don't want that fight.
Yeah.
I'm just being real too. I'm not in there, but I'm in there.
Yeah. Bro, we box. You would know from like an entertainment perspective. Boxing in Australia is so fucking behind.
Yeah.
Like we have proper champs on our home soil. Tim Zhu fights in 3 days. No one knows about it. Did you know that he fights in Gold Coast? Yeah.
But
do you know?
Nah, it's not good enough, hey.
Bro, like just from like just like this room, it's all entertainment, right? That's what we manage in. We know what like.
But they
gotta get
they
over
honestly got to partner with the younger creative to bring that to mainstream media, like to get it to a place if they really want the views and stuff, and partner with people who know how to run events and shit.
Yes.
Like the boxing's, the no limit cards are hectic and that, but I feel like it can elevate in all sports, even NRL, all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Paulo and Jai should be superstars.
For sure.
Tim Zhu should be a superstar. His dad was a fucking superstar. They knew what he was doing back in the day. Where it's like, I feel like, and it's, I don't know. If I was them, first thing I'd do is I'd tell 1-4, I'd tell fucking Latrell Mitchell, I'd tell people's like yourselves, front row or yours? Bam Bam,
Bam,
front row.
yeah.
Where's the camera? I want Bam Bam in the corner of the fucking camera in the front row. I want
Yeah,
to drive because in that way kids are watching and they go, oh look, there's Bam Bam. Oh look, there's the Fox.
wanna
Oh look,
watch,
Nathan
yeah.
Cleary's in front row. That's what UFC do, bro. When you're watching the UFC, you'll see
Movie
around.
stars, athletes.
everyone, and whether you like it or not, you're you're taking notice of like that. That's the caliber of people in that arena. You know what I mean?
Then when you talk about it, you're like, oh, Donald Trump was at the UFC.
Yeah, 110%. That's what boxing needs to do. But
Yeah.
they're all old heads. And they don't want to hear a bar of it. So
It is what it is.
But yeah, Paulo and Jai, I don't know how we got there, but fuck, they're champs.
Yeah, 1-4.
Yeah, started off with 1-4. All right, a few other things. Album on the way.
I tell you what would be crazy on that thought. If like, and this is I'll put this out to all the production teams, videographers or whatever. If we done an actual series, like a Netflix series on the West, from artists to athletes to the entrepreneurs, I think it'll be crazy, bro. The caliber of what we have out here.
Yeah, 110%. Just people, bro. Just the hustlers. Like, just on
Nuts.
ground level. Some of the blokes out here, they just got stories and the lives they live from day to day. Like, yeah, I don't know. And like, I feel like that's another thing, right? The same thing goes for like the Numbulwar and Groot footage. There's footage you could show to people in Rose Bay, in Melbourne, in fucking Townsville, and you go, oh yeah, this is Western Sydney, and it's kids on fucking popping wheelies on Mitchenbury Road. You know what I mean? Like on dirt bikes. Like, I don't know. There's a lot to the Netflix idea is a really good idea.
That would be crazy.
Who like the other question is like who funds it? Who's you know what I mean? Like who do we get?
Put it
to?
out there.
Yeah,
Let them come.
we want IP of that. If anyone takes it, well, I'm fucking keep it in the podcast. The album,
Yeah.
Planet Vegeta album, if I'm right.
Yeah.
When's it launch?
Let's have a stare off.
Is it next Sunday?
Nah, so next Sunday is going to be the listening party for it.
Yeah.
So it'll be the first time we play it for everyone. But then it'll be the following week that we release it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're trying to tee it up with a platform called Even. So, fingers crossed we can get that over line. And then pretty much what Even is like, like if you make a movie,
Yeah.
you take it to Hoyt's event cinemas before it goes to streaming platforms like Netflix, Disney and all that. So that's what Even is. That's where we want to take because what comes with it, you can get exclusive merch, like show stuff, just a lot more exclusive access to the artist than you would just by all platforms and stuff. It gives us and that's what type of connection we're trying to really build out with the followers as well. So we want to drop it on Even and then hopefully go to all platforms a couple of weeks after that.
Man.
Yeah, but just stay up to date on the socials and you would definitely hear what's going on with it.
Album wise, core themes, like any features, what are we talking? Like, can you drop any hints or no?
It's just warm up.
Yeah, it's just good music, man. It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we've been in that bag for ages, so it's nothing new.
Any new genres?
Well, that's
I
why.
don't really have one. It's hard to kind of like.
Nah, it's just feelings.
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Energy.
It's energy.
Sure.
That's the type of music we make. It's energy music. It's because it could be all energies, and it's just whatever we fuck with at that time and place. Then that's what it is.
Right.
If it's something slow, if it's something Afro-y, something hip hoppy, then that's what it's gonna be. And we want to keep staying like that because, fuck, you get bored hearing the same shit.
100.
So if we can just keep it how we see and view it and hear it, then. But this album has got a lot of. We had to go in a different bag for it.
Yeah, 100.
A little bit, there's some different kind of look good. Really,
Yeah.
fuck, it's really loopy, man.
It's mad because like people still catching up on our last stuff,
Yeah.
So it's like with levels. There's levels to this.
Yeah.
So like people are really trying to
Talking
catch
shit,
up.
Jazz.
Shit. People really they're gonna listen. They're gonna hear it. But I'm really excited. It's really good music. Look good. He's a bad man.
Yeah, not many. It's just in house.
Yeah.
We got a couple of
Full
features.
in-house album,
Yeah,
fully independent as well.
yeah, fully independent, all produced, mixed and mastered by Look Good.
Any features?
Nah,
Not even from in-house. Like I'm saying, like Reezy or like anyone. Like
yeah, they're jumping on like BVs and stuff, but in terms of features, just we're running it.
yeah,
Like we have one track, like an outro type thing, Nestlove from Brisbane, that might be it, but we're still we're finalizing it at the end of this week. Because the way that we create is like, it's just like we love it when it's now. Like that's the energy now. So as close to the date as we can keep it, we just keep it going until then. It's like 20 tracks in the bank, but we're only going to choose like 15, 16,
yeah,
something like that.
I'm keen as eh?
Yeah,
Love
and it's,
the album, bro.
but it's a hard thing because it's like, what do you do? Because if they're all, it's a big project in terms of music wise. It's got substance, like it's a proper project. But then do you see like, cause the way we want to move, we just want to we drop it a few months, drop another album, a few months, drop another album. You know?
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's that whole thing. We're just gonna put it out there, see how it goes, and then just keep loading the vault and dropping it.
you should get. I was gonna say maybe get like reactionary channels to do a full listen through or something. Or do like
Yeah,
some-
true.
Oh, we have our guy, the number one.
Crazy. Shout out,
Crazy
crazy.
Nation.
Reactor, bro.
Who Chazza?
Crazy.
Crazy.
Oh, bro,
Crazy
what a
nation.
fucking weapon that guy
I love
is.
this
eh?
guy,
man,
bro.
His work rate is unbelievable.
He's the man.
He doesn't miss a beat, bro.
He's proper. Shout out to Crazy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he always reacts to our stuff and he does it fast.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's mad. I'm surprised Chaz has never reacted to Jazzy.
Yeah, send it through.
Yeah, true.
I'll send it through as soon as we're done. Get a reaction up of this. He knows good music, that Chaz.
Yeah, I like he breaks it down a bit, eh?
Yeah. You know, because you know who you've got a bit about you is Gigs.
Geeks.
UK Gigs.
UK Geeks, yeah.
Giggles.
Not like when you're talking the hardest part, not that Gigs, not street gigs. The
Street Geeks. Holy God.
Nah, street gigs in
With the
like
deep voice.
there's like Gigs can be divided into like two different people. He's like a fucking kingpin from Peckham. If you ever been to London, Peckham's like Mountie. It's different.
Yeah.
Like Peckham's don't fuck around. But he has that, and then he has like reflective gigs, and he goes deep. He has a song called The Essence. He has a song called I'm Working with George Smith. What was the other one on that? It's Hard with Emil Sandé on that album as well. He just opens up on his whole life. And yeah, you've got a similar, it's just like this gentle flow. And if you listen, you're like, fuck, this is unbelievable. But it's easy listening at the same time whilst he's opening up about like hard topics, you know? I feel like you've got the same thing. Whereas I feel like Chazza would pick that up straight away. Be like, oh yeah, this is like that chill gigs type of stuff. But yeah, I reckon that's I don't know, there's a few things. You're in a live marketing meeting. But yeah, I reckon like reactionary things. Doing creative shit for the videos as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting like, I don't know. There's so many ways to go about an album release.
Yeah, hard.
I reckon, but album listening party's sick.
Yeah. We just do it like that. I know, let's spread it out on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. We could put together a whole full marketing campaign, but just let the music speak for itself and get it out to the right people, you know? I feel like our network anyway, just sharing it organically gets out there, and the people that do end up jumping on board are solid. Like, they're not just going from, they're actually invested in our music.
Yeah.
So, it's mad. Even like someone like original G-Host, he dissects the whole thing down, Comes to this guy talking about cadence and how many times he said cadence in a song and just little stuff like that. That to me, I feel like that's a win. Like that shit means more than how many numbers. Like the numbers are good too, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that comes after, like the loyalty, and that's what we want. Like we want those loyal fans that will fuck with us through it all.
Album wise, what do you think's like a perfect album? Like that you've listened to?
Malibu by Anderson .Paak.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite
top
albums.
to bottom.
That's the one, and he's playing the keys in front of it's all like anime or like cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've
That's
seen
one of
it.
my favorite, top to
Malibu,
bottom.
yeah, for
one
sure.
of my favorite albums.
Yeah, you saying?
That album's crazy.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like some you can just play top to bottom. My favorite album back in the day was Drake's.
What? Like the fucking.
Take Care.
Take Care, yeah.
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 Mine's Good Kid, Mad City, because what it
That's
actually
a nice one. I like that.
what it actually is, he's talking about I'm a good kid in a mad city. I'm Kendrick Lamar in Compton. The whole album is that.
Yeah, that's
It's an
mad.
experience of Compton and how he's trying to be a good kid. The art of peer pressure, like songs like that. You're like, oh, yeah, you know what I mean? When you sit back and you read the title,
Yeah.
he's actually telling you what you're getting into. Then you go through it. And Damn, that's another one where he just talks about his whole life. And you're just going like, fuck, like I like the way that goes. But Dave and Giggs, I don't know if you guys listen to them, but they do similar like albums where they just kind of put like songs together. Not too Psychodrama had a main theme, but Giggs, he can just put songs together and then it's how he orders them that when you listen to it, 1 to 15 or whatever it is.
Man, I need to get on that. I'm
Yeah.
not really on to gigs like that.
Because he makes you like Georgia Smith did it as well. Her recent album, it's called Falling and Flying. But the whole thing of the album is like you're falling, like it's a real sad song, and then you're up, and it's like got a real up tempo, grime, garage beat, and it's bumping. Then you fall again, then you fly again. That's how it ends.
That's mad.
But yeah, I reckon that's like with albums, it's very
Yeah.
there's ways to do them, eh?
And we'll get into I feel like we'll get into that creative side a bit more too.
Yeah.
Like at the moment, like it's just stay up shit because that's what we're doing. You know, we're broke trying to stay up and find ways to really hustle out and get our shit out there. So, but yeah, it's mad how artists do that for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, these guys are real good at that. I'm just like,
get in there, record.
yeah, my thing is just like it is what it is. Whatever you see is, but metaphorically and that this guy and look good, crazy.
Yeah, next
They
time.
come up with themes and shit, and it's mad because we'll be in a studio session. Good will say, "Oh, there's a theme," and we'll talk about the theme, and then we'll just go off the back of that, and that's how the song's made.
Yeah.
And he goes crazy with the themes, eh? But yeah,
What's an example?
what's one like stripper from our last album?
Yeah.
Talking about you were in that session,
What were we talking about?
and then that hook. You know the hook.
Yeah.
She be
That
on her
hook was
knees,
supposed to
Jesus.
be this guy, and then I ended up jumping on it, singing it.
Yeah,
I was
it's like she be on her knees, Jesus peace, trying to save her.
can't even remember.
This guy's
the lyrics,
blank.
bro.
But yeah, it's about like some stripper trying to get out,
Yeah.
like of that lifestyle and shit like that. And like we just kind of wrote the song around that.
Yeah.
But Good always comes up with that stuff, like just those random ass subjects and themes.
You see, like footy clubs do it now.
Oh yeah,
Penrith, like this year, was hunting history because it's the first three-peat in 40 years. But you don't hear about it till they've won the premiership. But like the Bulldogs,
Yeah.
like I know someone who works at the Bulldogs, and like theirs was called like the kennel, so essentially like we're in the fucking kennel, like we got to work hard.
yeah. Hard.
Yeah, I think themes like Labour's now fruits later. That's something I'd like. Just comes easy. Helos
100.
Havoc suits perfectly to like you guys because it's just something's always happening.
Yeah,
So like when I first met yourself and you came on the pod, and then I went to the XP session, I knew straight away I have to get these hats to people because every time someone sees them, they're going to be doing something different. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, I just
Crazy.
Yeah, theme building's the way forward. 110%. Labour's now fruits later is exactly that. I just kind of
When did you make that one up?
what
The Fruits label.
Bro, I was just on a Zoom call with my designer, and we were just talking. I was like, "Fuck!" Like, because I know by the time I hit like 35, I'll like have a football club. Like, I'll have my brands. Like, I know I'll be sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, all right, how do I, as a 23-year-old sitting in my bedroom at my parents' house, articulate that I know what I'm doing now is going to come to fruition later, and then it just kind of labours now fruits later. Because I've been running as well. And I was
Mad.
thinking about my first run. I couldn't even run a kilometre. Now I can run like 10Ks.
Fuck, you've lost heaps too.
Thank you. But yeah, like, so that kind of just tied in straight away because I was like, that day I ran like 10Ks or something. And it just hit me straight away. I was just like, oh yeah, like I'm actually at a point I never thought I'd get to from back then. But yeah, I try
Good on
and
you,
always,
bro.
yeah, I always try and look for themes. Like Sporting Club Helos is like called The Essence. I always just try and keep it really true. Like you see Daily Mail, they post shit about like Luai vaping after they win a grand. You know what I mean? I think like I just want to create a sport entity that genuinely embodies like just what everyone wants.
Yeah,
like,
for
be
sure.
a part of, you know, and just like, yeah, I don't know. I think theme building's like the way forward for everything. Like if anyone's starting a business or a brand, I can say the exact same thing. Like build themes off it. Like even your like chicken, right? Like it's got its own like theme. It's got its own like thing. You can just build off
Yeah.
the back of it. The marketing comes like that. It's just a matter of if you get that theme down.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, fuck, that was I use a lot of brain power in that.
100%.
Album on the way now. At the time of recording, it's the 11th of October 2023. Means we have like good 80 days left in the end of the year. What is left for the rest of 2023 for 92 World, but more importantly, like yourselves, you three in this room right now?
What's left is we really want to get this, make this food truck launch successful. So just launching the food truck. We got the album to drop, get around Australia a bit and hopefully get to NZ. And just set up for next year. Like 2024 is the year that I tell the team, like, that's the year I really want to be financially stable. And like, you know, the year where all that stuff starts to sort itself out. Yeah. So it's really just setting up all the back end to make that successful, you know, that year. Yeah. But yeah, we just got a few things coming up. We're trying to get to Thailand in January, trying to do a little cookout tour with the food truck. You know, master the merch game and really get that going proper where we can leverage everything that we got going. Yeah. Like that's a big one. And just, do it proper. So there's a lot to go on, but that's it.
How do you feel about the food truck, chef?
I'm actually, so there's two sides to it, I think. Like I'm excited as this is like all I've dreamed for, but then it's the other side, it's like that nerves. It's like,
it's
up to that moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when it actually happens,
Yeah, it's like playing sport on the weekend, I would say for myself, like those pre-game nerves. Yeah. It's like that, but then you also have that thing, it's like what Kill always says, like we get to do this like together. Yeah. And like, I think that's the thing I've realized over the past like 6 months especially, like I couldn't do this without like my family. Yeah. And it's like, that's what I'm keen for, like getting on that food truck and doing it with like, my family, like literally. Yeah. Like we got to run a pop-up in Darwin. Shout out to John Gelato. They had a food truck there and they let us run it, and that was like my first proper taste of like running like this, like ourselves. Yeah. And like having Killer was running the till. We had Jazz look good in the kitchen as well. We had the boys out the front like setting the vibe. We had music going, and it was just mad to see like we're doing what we love like together. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm most excited for. Outside like this being my dream, like I always want to have a food truck and that, like we get to do this together, and it's like makes it all worth it, even without the money and that, you know, like the financial freedom that Kill's talking about, like we get to do this together. So that's the number one for me.
100. So Benny in there, he's my cousin's best mate. He's from Wimberley as well. Jamae, young Jamae, Jamae's 18. He's from Wimberley as well.
Oh, good.
End of the day, when I take them somewhere like, fuck, Ben being in the Out West after party made me laugh, right? Like, a couple of boys from Wimberley aren't meant to be in that room. You can be laughing. But yeah, like taking them, like back to your point, like when like Jamae was at XP sessions, it's like that's the shit. Like I brought a kid from Wimberley with me to this, and like that's the fucking coolest thing in the world. Nothing's going on in Wimberley, right? Like it's not like a Derek town, but this is nothing eventful happening. Where it's like, yeah, the other places I've like, even Ben being here tonight, it's like, yeah, like that's the shit. You know what I mean? Like the fact I can have those boys join me on the journey, just the best feeling in the world. Yeah. But yeah, the other thing you should mention about the truck or your food is that it's straight off a fucking farm out in Canowdra. That needs to be talked about, bro.
Yeah, so we got the meat side that we're sorting out with a farm in Canowdra. I like to call it What Meats. What Meats and Co. Shout out to the boys, the Watman lads, Nathan and Uncle Andrew. But they help us, you know. We got the Take Flight and the Bodega concert this Friday, past the mic. And we're actually going tomorrow to pick up lamb from the farm, and we're going to serve it on the menu on Friday. So,
but I'll tell you that this lamb, mum's like best
lamb. I'm telling you.
Haven't I had it?
Chops. Nah. What that was the Coles lamb.
Yeah, that was just the local lamb.
I like.
Is that cracker?
Yeah, it's bro.
Wait till you have this one. I'm telling you.
I'll tell you if I don't like your food.
Hand on heart.
I'm Italian. I'm very passionate.
These chops. Oh, brother, they'll fucking chop you up. I'm telling you,
they'll really
honestly give you just straight from the farm to no seasoning.
Yeah, the first time we tried it, we cooked up a little barbie for ourselves. We didn't put any salt or pepper. Tried it. Wow, the flavor is unreal.
I'm telling you, What Meats straight from the farm to the barbie. You can't get any fresher than that.
Honestly,
for real.
It's good for the soul.
good for the soul. And then last night we've been over the last couple of days been testing some new, because the boys got the fried chicken on lock. You know, we want to expand the menu, expand the meats, and now we're going on to lamb. So this Friday we're trialing a whole new lamb thing. You know, we've got some lamb snack packs, lamb rolls. You know, just you know, sitting in juices, slow cooked, all that, bro. You know, that with a bit of music. And then if you take that on a bigger scale on a festival, basketball, oh, brother, back to it. I'm joking.
Meat cut of choice, like both of you being chefs. If I lay out every cutlet in the cut of meat, what's the thing you can nail?
Oh, like cooking or eating?
Cooking wise.
Whoa. You go first.
You got to talk to me for that. Are you talking about Barbie? You want to sear the fat? You want to render it?
Oh, is
How do
it?
you want to-
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
I'm joking. What do you got?
What I got, probably just after this week, I jammed a lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That was my first time like actually cooking it. Because we're running testers for Friday.
Yeah.
So I had a crack at it and I was like, fuck, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite
Yeah.
to make right now.
Pressure cooker.
Crazy.
Barbecue. Every
Beef
like
stock, bit of
beef
cubes
stock.
in there.
Oh, you don't want to get. Oh, sorry. You don't give the recipe away. You don't cut that shit out now.
What about you, chef?
Probably. I don't cook much steak or anything. I'd say leg of lamb as well. Like, I love to cook that, like roast dinner if you're cooking for yourself.
Chef's mum really gets down with the lamb.
Yeah, my mum loves.
You would have
cooking
tasted one of. You might have tasted one of them, the Persian lamb, bro.
Yeah, I think that's what I was talking about before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
There
my
was
mum's
something about
recipe.
XP sessions, bro. I was going, what the fuck? Like, how's this, like...
Nah, that's
Being
just
served
something in
at the
the
moment,
air there.
Yeah.
When you walk into that backyard, bro, it's just in a
100%.
whole different world.
Bro, that chicken's nuts. That's like, it's on lock.
Thanks.
Like, that's
Yeah.
such a... Yeah, that can just continue the
I'm
whole...
a chicken
honestly.
guy too, like fried.
Yeah. You
And,
know what you want.
and I'm easy to please, but when it comes to the chicken, I really hone in, and sometimes I crave it, bro. That's how bad. We're in communities like this year in February, and I told this guy we didn't even have the resources, but lucky Andy came over with the chicken, and I said to this guy, I said, bro, I'm craving it. It's still for the so we had to cook the chicken for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Of the school, but lad, there's fucking 100 kids there, and
then
parents and
their
everything,
parents on top
and
of
there's
it.
only like 40 pieces of chicken, 50. You can't
They're
give
gonna
it
get
out.
angry, you know.
Yeah, they get angry. I told this guy, I said, hey, just save that one for the team. Fucking pumped it, bro. It was the best feeling, I swear to God.
We had
That
some.
fried chicken was something. No, but we gave them way more. We cooked them everything else. Trust me. Don't worry about that.
Pancakes
Gave
and
him
that.
some donations and some clothes and that. I love those kids. Shout out. But hey, when it comes to the fried chicken, the next time we go there, but fried chicken, Chef, what do you reckon?
100% fried chicken.
You want to teach some of those kids how to cook it?
Yeah,
too?
want to do some cooking lessons when we go as well. That would be hectic to get there.
What do they catch out there?
Far the best thing. It's like sort of like a little tradition. I think we got going now. With me and this guy, when we go, they either take us crabbing, or last time we had some crabs with
bro.
us.
Of course.
Crabs.
Oh,
The whole crab.
me, bro.
We start a fire just in the school on the basketball court, and then
They got hectic ways too.
yeah,
They teach us way more than what
Yeah.
we could teach them.
Yeah, very
They like how to
innovative.
hunt, they just pull up on the school court, get some rocks. Get some like wood,
yeah.
put it up, and then chuck all the crabs on there.
Any animal that like was a bit different to you? Because like my dad's been out there and said like snake. Like they know how to like. Get
They
the
eat dugong,
the
sea cow.
Dugong.
Yeah, it's like a seal, right?
Nah, bigger like a
yeah,
baby
but
whale.
it is. It
Yeah,
is.
it looks like one, right? But yeah, it's got the big teeth or something.
Something
Turtle
different.
eggs, they say, are really nice. Apparently,
Yeah, turtle eggs. Fuck. What about kangaroo tail? Apparently that shit's like mad nutritious. Hey.
Is it?
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
I
tasting.
didn't hear much in Numbulwar about kangaroo.
and croc.
yeah,
Apparently croc's like good meat.
Did you have croc at the markets?
We
yeah,
had like a croc jerky.
croc burger.
How was that?
That's right.
It was alright.
Yeah, bit different. It rubs on your conscience a bit, like eating it. We've become so like chicken and like pork,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
pig and cow are so like straight over
Only
your
meat,
head.
yeah.
And then when you're confronted with like a crocodile, like eating a crocodile, you're like, fuck. It's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're confronted with an animal, you don't classified as
camel?
food. Wait, they're made invasive out there, eh?
Camel burgers, wow.
You can get them out like Bankstown ways.
Yeah, you go during Ramadan. They have the night markets at Lakemba. You go there.
True.
They
They're
sell camel
gone.
burgers, camel snack pack, top tier.
What's camel meat like?
Oh, it's like beef, but I would say the flavor is much more like richer, intense.
Yeah, man.
The camel. Yeah.
Fuck. This is what you tune into the podcast for. Talking about different meats. Audio cut out. I want to preview to you guys my soul food thing. I don't think I've told the boys about it. I think I mentioned it to
Okay,
you. Did I
come
tell?
on. No.
What?
All right, so I got to show you something. Helos having soul food. Right, so I got to get up these things as well. For those listening, I'm sorry. For those watching, I'm also sorry, but be 1 second. So I've got a thing called an idea, and I wanted to double up. Right? Did you ever watch like the grime era of UK? So I came up when like Skepta and Jamie, my friend Ned showed me in 2013. Skepta and Jamie was still, like, you could catch them on the street rapping, right? So anyway, they had this whole era where it's like a real soulful beat. Like you guys could easily hop on it, like hand on heart, and it would just be like this fucking little digi camera, just one take, do the freestyle,
Mad.
put it on YouTube. So this was one of them, right? Can everyone see it?
Yo.
That's tough.
So that, right? And then like say, even like, oh God, something like this. So that whole idea of like that soulful, gritty shit, right? I love freestyles, but I feel like sometimes they've become like too overproduced. I feel like that has its place, but I reckon like proper hip hop
Like
has
raw
to have
shit.
like the raw fucking.
Like that most Def and they
Yeah.
I know.
So I wanted to double up a series, right? So I wanted to put it under one banner, but it won't really work like that. So the freestyle itself we called Helos Havoc. That I have two producers that have produced a beat pack of 50 beats already. That is along those lines. So I'll send out a snippet to you guys, like you guys I'll most probably send it to in like the coming week or two, and be like, right, whatever snippet you like, let me know. I'll send you the full beat. Prepare your freestyle. Then I'll tell you the second part is it's going to be a food review. You guys are going to be different to everyone because it's obviously going to be 92 grams in the background. That's what we're going to do, right? But ideally we do a freestyle ideally we do a freestyle at the 92 XP session, just raw as the camera, one take, microphone on the camera, and then it doubles up as a food review. So you do it, and then after that, we'll do a food review of like 92, like chicken katsu and all that. Yeah, man. But like, let's say Double Six, they were in here, right? You guys are like an anomaly to it because you have your own food, which is fucking crazy to say. It's so sick. But Double Six, they have Big Chiefs, is it, in Rudy Hill? So Double Six, Cisco will do his freestyle in front of Big Chiefs. That's his local food spot, right?
Tough.
That's his that's like the shit. Does his freestyle in front of Big Chiefs. Freestyle comes out on the Tuesday, real raw. Sunday night, there'll be a food review of his order from Big Chiefs, and he does like a video like Spanian does.
Tough.
Yeah.
And double it up. So that's going to be called, the first part's going to be called Helos Havoc, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Wow. Second part's going to be called Soul Food.
Love.
It has to be, but the whole premise is your hometown. So like, or like where you're at home currently. So like say Lissy was in Sydney, I'm not doing it. I want Lissy to be in Logan at his kebab shop he was going to when he was 14. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to compromise. Yeah, I don't want to compromise on the actual essence of what it wanted to be.
For sure.
So, yeah, that's what I was going to say to you guys. Like, I want to do this double up series where I
That's
just
tough.
fucking get rappers. And man, like, how cool it'd be there while like some of the boys are just throwing down beats. And you just
Needed. I reckon it's needed.
yeah.
It'd be mad different too. Like
Yeah, it's
you
different.
don't hear raw shit like that anymore.
Yeah.
Especially with the culture of hip hop. That's
Yeah.
a lot of it was like that.
And yeah, like most Dev, right? Like shit like that, and like Skepta, JME, like gigs, that whole the original UK Dons, like that's what they came up on. Like fucking yeah, ciphers, right? But like that culture of like we're going to it on Friday, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But then for every shoot, I'll most probably invite Wings and Blood Juice and maybe the guy from Purple Sneakers and like come and document it, so we've got extra hands on. You know what I mean? That way as well. not like I couldn't give a fuck about money, but at least the artists I'm getting on get like a thing, you know, like more coverage rather than just my page trying to push it. Whereas if Wings puts up stories, and
That's how you do it, bro.
But yeah, I had that. I was like, fuck, I got to show the boys. But yeah, I've got like structures in place. I've got like a step plan ready to go. But here's some of the artists. I'll name them out to you. This is just who I've got like off the top of the dome. I've got Marv's, SVNO, JazzNobodi, Look Good. Then I got Soka, Elijah Yo, Pleaser, who's a guy. He doesn't do music anymore, but he's from around here. You might know him. Ray?
No.
You might know him if you see him. CV, Reezy, if she wants to, like, it's open to all the artists I know that sing.
I'll be gangster.
If you want to fucking chuck down I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're a singer, if you're a hard style DJ, if you want to chuck down fucking beats and you can rap, platform's yours. B-Wise, Yibby, Solly, YK Tanner, who's up from the mountains, AJ Cisco and Mossy. That's just who I've got down so far.
Tough.
Yeah, it's mad.
But yeah, I'm gonna obviously branch out.
That's mad.
Get in contact with Soul Radio. You on Soul?
Yeah, I seen them. They're nice, eh?
Oh, you got to get onto that page, eh? Have you seen it? It's just like this guy who just interviews like
He came to the listening party actually. So my listening party, yeah.
I didn't even know he was there.
Yeah, he runs it. Him and
Kieran?
I think that's his name, Kieran.
I don't know who knew him, but fuck, he could rap. Or sing.
Oh,
Kieran,
wait.
he got up and sung with you guys.
Oh no, I'm thinking of
Sultana?
Oh, yeah, Kieran.
Yeah, I was sitting next to him. He gets up and starts singing. Oh, what the fuck? Where'd that
Yeah,
come
the
from?
man.
But yeah, no, that's Soul Radio, bro. Go on the page, and it's just like random freestyles and like,
Yeah, it's mad.
yeah, truly, I think it's. Oh fuck, I don't even know. I don't want to say what soul stands for, but yeah, it's very soulful itself. Like it's awesome. I want to try and replicate that.
Yeah,
I don't want to go. I just want to do it like for fun, and then I know it won't. Like in the first week, some of them will have 500 views. You come back in 5 years, some will have 2 or 3 million.
Yeah.
It's just how it's going to operate. It's been like that for hip hop the whole time. You just give it a few years, like Dave Street Stars. It's just something that it'll take its course. You just got to put it out there. But yeah, I think the food reviews will be cool as well, and it gives like the most important thing about that is it gives like small businesses.
Yeah.
Coverage. Small businesses don't know how to fucking like. I'm ethnic, right? Like, you go into like Chinese restaurants up in the mountains, they're gone, but they don't know how to market. They came here like 10 to 5 years ago, you know. Whereas like if you give them marketing without them having to worry about it, I'll feel good about it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
If people go, oh, I went to Big Chiefs when I was in Rudy Hill the other day. I was at TAFE. I went to Big Chiefs because I saw your video. This shit would G me up, you know.
100%.
So yeah, that's what I want to do. But
That's mad, bro. Good on you.
yeah, it's gonna be fucked with the schedule as it is. But I'm gonna have to.
Like, that's no sleep then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pre-record and then just tell every artist I'll launch it in March or February, and then roll it out. That way, I have everything edited, micro content, everything ready, done, rolled out, and then it's just a roll out. Give myself a break. Season 1 done. Season 2, and hopefully it just takes its own life. Whereas like, I'd love to have JMs hop on it and not make like a big deal. You know what I mean? Just like them just hop on.
Just a space for people to come show out.
And just like say some of the boys have got throwaway bars and they're like, fuck, I don't know where to put them, but I want to put them out. And you're like, all right, perfect platform. Go chuck these throwaway bars. And like, Skepta has a song called Track 5 where it's just a freestyle he did. Then he just found a beat that he could own and then, just put that freestyle into actual song. But that's the other thing. I'm just going to tell every artist, talk to the producer if you want to release it. I don't want anything to do with that. It's only going on YouTube on my end. If you want to put it on SoundCloud, whatever, do your thing. But I'll just put it on YouTube, go from there. If you want to put it on your own YouTube, do your thing. I could not care.
Hectic.
I just want to, bro, how mad will it be just being like, especially like something you guys are doing right?
Oh, you should make a Spotify.
No, I don't want any contracts with any of these fuckers. Like, bro, I know what the music industry's like, right?
No, you don't need contract. I'm saying you could run that as a playlist for your own, like.
Yeah.
Fuck, like imagine all those rappers and that actually they just drop it for your Helos and have a playlist or whatever this thing is called.
Yeah, I do a playlist.
Crazy.
If we can clear the beats, because some of them have samples like Kanye, like the Kanye sampling idea where he just goes like old school 60s, brings
Who's
it to
producing?
You could just do it all on SoundCloud.
Flat, do you know Cam Flaherty and Eli Hardy? No. Flat's like my original right hand man for Helos, but he was that good at producing. I just said, fuck off, go do your own thing. I don't need you around here. Like,
for our fried chicken and flips with all the samples, we just drop it on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
just free.
Yeah,
But people go there and just listen to this shit top to bottom.
yeah, 110%. That's what.
That'd be mad.
Yeah, I might put it on SoundCloud, but I also want the artists to put it on SoundCloud as well.
Yeah, like for them.
The more listeners for them, it's better. Like, because I'll happily
Yeah,
tap
yeah.
out. Like, it's not. I'm not in the music game, so.
Nah,
But I just thought I got the brand, and like, if I sell a few T-shirts on the back of it, that's cool. But more importantly, like, I'm keen to be in like Rudy Hill at like 11 p.m. filming a fucking burger review. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's what
for
life's
sure.
about. Like, what are we doing? We're not doing that shit. Like, what are we doing? But yeah, 2024. What's the main goals for all three of you?
just lock in, like really, like I said before, get that financial stability for the team. There's a few opportunities that have popped up, and we're just figuring out what's the best way to go forward as a team. Like, because that's, I feel like for what we're doing and the empire we're trying to build, we've got to move together as one. So, 2024 is the same. We're just rolling it out. Hopefully, get a cookout tour with the food truck. Get over to Thailand, Bali. Go back to communities. Yeah, we really want to start building, like, whether it's water or Wi-Fi or whatever it is out there. Just want to see with the locals what they need and what we can bring. So that's 2024, man. A lot of music too within that. A lot of music, a lot of that shit. A lot of merch.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
What about yourselves?
No, you said it perfectly. Just like locking in for the whether it's music, whether it's the food truck, being a better artist, better partner, everything. Just locking in. That's it.
How about the food truck, bro?
Yeah, I would say the same. I want to get like in a new place with food as well, like just opening. Because I never went to like cooking school or anything, but it would be mad to just like grow myself as a cook, like learn some new shit and that. Yeah.
Yeah, different recipes and all that. Just push the boat out a bit.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Thanks for listening.
Love.
I think this is a 2-hour episode, so if you got this far, I appreciate you. Comment below, I might give you a free T-shirt. Besides that, see you next week.
Helos and Havoc, baby.